This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, all my feline friends. This is Michelle Fern, host of Cattitude. And hey, big shout out to everyone, 2 legs, 4 paws, for listening to Cattitude. We were number 1 in all of the Pet Life Radio shows last week. So yay, thank you guys. And I have an exciting show today. It's all about saving time, which who cannot use more time? And it's one of my favorite things to do. All right, we'll be right back after this message.
It's the Cats of Laughing Thunder in The New Businesses Adventure. Follow the hilarious adventures of the cartoon cats of Laughing Thunder as they each launch a business to earn money. Sven starts a cooking show with dishes that are a bit bizarre.
Yolanda builds a robot
with serious issues. Fritz buys a blimp to film weather videos. Pumpkin publishes a how-to-be unmannerly website, but they face many troubles along the way. From silly adults to stupid teens, from unruly robots to wild weather. Will they succeed? Find out in this awesome illustrated children's fiction book featuring the Cats of Laughing Thunder in The New Businesses Adventure. You can purchase their latest adventure book at shop.laughingthunder.com. That's shop.laughingthunder.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce my friend Nichole from World's Best Cat Litter. Welcome, Nichole.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you.
So nice having you here. And I think other than, having time with my fur kids, my most favorite thing to do is, save time and be efficient, but also to shop online because it is so beneficial, right?
Yes.
Is that yours too?
Yes, absolutely love shopping online.
I'll date myself, but I think I've been slowly increasing my online shopping for the last 20 years. And I think it's only the grocery store that I hit. Otherwise, it's delivered. So,
yes.
But there's a lot of benefits for us pet parents to shopping online. And, there's some huge advantages. Can you tell us about a couple of them?
Yeah, there really are a lot of reasons to shop online for your pet products. And even if you're not someone who, like us, enjoys the shopping online anyway, there are some really great reasons to consider it. One of the biggest reasons that we find people like to shop online for their pet products is just the weight of them. So when you think about cat litter bags or pet food, they're sold in these large packages because you need a lot throughout the month. And it's also better for the earth when you have more in one package. And so these weigh a ton, and you think about getting that off the shelf into your cart, and then you push it around the store, and then you have to get it from your cart into your car, and then you get home and you have to get it inside. So you're really lugging these heavy bags around, and when you get it online, it's going to be shipped right to your door. So you really just have one trip to make with that bag.
Yeah, that is probably my most number one. Plus the fact that I have a big crew. There's 5 indoor fur kids, 2 outdoor because they're community cats. So 7 mouths to feed. So yes, we do the big bag all the time because
that's a lot of big bags.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, and it's a couple of big bags. Not everybody, lifting 20 pounds is not easy, and I'm okay with it. Not everybody is either physically able to or wants to, or, there's repercussions if you don't do it properly, like your back injured.
Yeah.
But also, if they're not done properly and set down properly, those bags can break. And
definitely.
that is, I've had one break in my car before. Not good. It's not good.
That sounds horrible. Well, yeah, definitely take some of that out of it. And then another reason, and this is the reason that I personally like to shop online the most, and that is research. So standing in a store reading every bag is not my favorite thing to do. I just hate to be in people's way or I feel rushed. And so when I'm online, I get to be in the comfort of my own home. I can take all the time I need. And I really feel like I get more information than what a person can put on the bag. So I have a lot more information at my fingertips. I can go out and find a review if I want a little bit more information. And really, I just think that you get a lot better feel for the product when you can take your time and research it that way.
That's a great point, because not only, say you're on a specific site, I'm just going to name one that's almost generic these days, which is Amazon, but there's a lot of other places to purchase pet products. And I don't know if Amazon does this or not, because I have another pet place that I like to order from. But you can, in some places, you can do a comparison, or you can go from, the main site and then go to the specific product site and get information as well.
Yeah, I think these websites, whether it's Amazon or Chewy or another website that you can get pet products, they're all getting really sophisticated about how people want to view the information. They have those little comparison charts. They let you link to a page that gives you more information about the company and lets you look at their other products, that you can see if a different one, maybe you are looking at one thing, but you really want a certain scent, and so you can actually see everything they offer in one place. So it's getting pretty slick.
Another thing that's great about online shopping is that some locations, whether you buy at grocery or mass market stores like Target or Petco or, a smaller independent pet store, some of them, it's hard to find a certain size. With me, I have to buy when I buy cat food, I buy the largest can size I could find. And that size is not always available at all the stores. So there's sometimes I'm noticing that more and more that ordering online, there's a lot of different size availabilities that are not necessarily available at your local place where you purchase your pet products.
Yeah, you're making a great point, and it's really one of the things that has driven all of this e-commerce, or these, e-commerce purchasing online stuff, is that not everybody lives in a place where they have access to a pet specialty store, or like you said, maybe that store can't carry every size because they have limited shelf space. So the benefit they have by going online is that they can offer all of the products and really just put in the stores what serves the most people. So if you have anything specialty, a certain size or a certain scent or, solution, you can definitely find that online, even if you can't in stores. Most websites are really pushing to carry everything that a brand offers. And if you can't find it on one website, you can just go check another one, and usually you're going to find it out there somewhere.
Okay. And another great thing is that World's Best, which I am finding out of stock a lot of times when I go to buy it at my local mass marketplace, which is Target, I know I can always find when I'm buying the pet products. I mean, you don't have just the green bag, and I always buy the green, the red. There's a lot. There's different flavors. Well, I call flavors, it's back from the old days, but different scents and different, there's so many. Can you share with us some of the different types of World's Best cat litter? Because lately I'm either getting there on the wrong day or too late because I'm just finding the green bag.
Yeah, you make a great point. Most people refer to our core line, our original line of products, by the green bag, the red bag. We also have the purple bag, which is our clumping formula, but it has a lavender scent to it. But we also have some new solutions, some really unique products that are, we really want to help some people out. Cats going outside of the litter box is a problem that some people have with their feline friends, or they may just fear that that is going to happen. And so we have a couple of products. One of them that you're going to see pretty soon here is called Picky Cat, and that is just like the name sounds. It's for the cats that maybe have turned their nose up at the litter box for some reason, and this is going to give them a little bit more incentive to go in the box. We use still all natural, but it's going to be a plant product, not catnip, that really appeals to them and draws them to the litter box. So we're trying to solve some solutions for people, solve some problems for people, and I think a lot of brands are. You see a lot of pet foods as well have some solutions now for different issues that pets face. And with all these unique solutions, you can't always find them in the store, or you may not know if you're getting the best price. So when you head online, you're going to be able to see all of those options and really find it at the price that you need as well.
You know, I'm listening to you. I love the idea that you're coming out with this solution-based World's Best Cat Litter because one of my crew recently became a picky cat, and I'm finding a surprise daily. And when you mentioned pet food, I haven't had this problem with the cats, but I have a senior dog who, let's just say, he has a little tummy trouble and then it stinks. So,
sure.
You know, it happens, but it's wonderful that there's so many products that are out there now that are, you know, solutions based. But for people, I want you to also, for people that don't know, you know, World's Best Cat Litter is so different than any other cat litter because of the magical ingredient. It's made with corn. And
yes,
I'm sure there's a lot of people maybe tuning in for the first time that are listening to the show going, how do you make a cat litter with corn? How in the world?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're here in Iowa, so naturally we had to look to corn, right? And it's a really unique process. The kernel actually gets compressed, and corn is extremely absorbent. So really by just compressing it down, putting it into pellet form, we get to harness that absorbency, and it's amazing. You never would know that cat litter, if you came from, you know, some of the more traditional litters, you would never know that it's possible for it to be this clumping and odor capturing, I think. It really sucks the odor in, and then the clump is just immediate. You can just watch it happen, and it makes it so easy to scoop. You don't have to chisel it off the side or off the bottom, and really just makes the whole thing a lot easier and makes your house not smell like you have a cat or like you have a litter box.
I think it's wonderful, and it's also wonderful for if you have kittens and you're teaching them to use the litter box, because sometimes kittens will eat litter, and this is corn. I mean, it's not like they're going to munch down on it, but they'll put it, you know, a few grains in their mouth, and it's not going to harm the kitten.
Yeah, pet, people, and planet friendly. So you don't have to worry about it. If your dogs are kind of notorious for it too, they like to get into the cat food and the cat litter, right? So you don't have to worry if they do get into it. It's natural. It won't harm them.
Okay, we are going to be right back after this message. We have so many more exciting things to tell you about. We'll be right back.
Tired of wasting money on giant bags, boxes, and jugs of litter that don't last? Switch to World's Best Cat Litter, the only litter that lets you use less and get more. World's Best Cat Litter uses the concentrated power of corn to deliver outstanding odor control and easy cleanup. It's lightweight, 99% dust-free, and pet, people, and planet friendly. It's even flushable. Make the switch to World's Best Cat Litter and save $2. Visit www.saveonworldsbest.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Michelle Fern on Cattitude. I'm with my friend Nichole from World's Best Cat Litter, and we're talking about shopping for your fur kid, furry feline, online. And we've talked about a few different advantages and so forth. What would you say, Nichole, are some of the challenges when you're ordering online?
Yeah, I think when you shop for anything online, you face some of the same challenges, not just pet products, but anything. And that's going to be not being able to see it. So maybe you feel like you can't really tell the size. You hear 15-pound bag and that doesn't mean much to you. Or just in general, you kind of want to see, what does a corn litter look like? And so you may have some challenges around seeing the product, feeling the product, but there's some ways to get around that, and that's going to be reading product reviews. For example, if you go into the product reviews, you usually see a really wide range. You can see one person's giving it a 1-star, somebody else is giving it a 5-star. But if you dig into what people are saying and you look for someone who's kind of describing a situation that sounds like yours, you can usually figure out if the product is going to be a good fit for you, and it takes some of that worry out of it.
That's a great point, because I love looking at reviews, but you always have to read and see what it is. Because just because a product, say, maybe has 3 stars out of 5 on this one site doesn't mean that it's going to be a 3-star for you. It could be a 5, because some people will rate shipping, and maybe there were snowstorms or rainstorms, so shipping took a long time, and so they put, 1 star. That has nothing to do with the product. Or, right? Or maybe they have an unusual situation with their fur kid and that doesn't fit you. So you definitely have to read and don't just go by the stars, and also look at the quantity of reviews. 1 or 2 great reviews, if I see 1 or 2 great reviews on a site, I'll do a search and see if it comes up on other sites where there might be more reviews, because it might be new to the first site. And that gives me a better feel for what other people think.
Yeah, you definitely want to look for products on sites when they have a lot of reviews, usually hundreds of reviews. You're going to be able to trust that star rating a little bit more than a site that has, less than 20.
Exactly. And I just want to put a little message out to everyone listening, because this is something I actually experienced just the other day. And like I said, I order almost everything online because I have little spare time to go to stores. So I really appreciate that. But be smart. If you're ordering something online, whether it's for your fur kid or for yourself, and the price seems too good to be true, it probably is. I did some research further into this situation, and unfortunately, there are sites that come up to gather your information, and then they take them down. So what I'm saying is, use a reputable site. And some red flags for you should be, if there's no phone number, if you do a search and you see complaints and someone says, oh, the site's 42 days old, but it's had hundreds of reviews, that's some kind of fake site. So I would say, wouldn't you say, Nichole, it really pays to use the reputable sites out there that are for ordering for your fur kid and for yourself?
That's some great tips that you shared. And I think you're right. There's so many reputable sites out there that you're going to recognize the names. I recommend going with one of those. Those are going to be companies that the brands have a direct relationship with, and they've put their trust in them. And I think consumers can put their trust in those sites as well. Even on some of those sites, there are marketplaces, and I know that's something that people worry about a little bit when you see somebody selling a product and it isn't the person who manufactures it. And that kind of goes with the same thing you're saying. I do recommend buying from the brand that makes the product versus somebody else on a site selling that same product.
Exactly, because somebody, there is a big site out there, that's a social media site, but there are marketplaces. When something is in a marketplace and it's somebody personal selling it, say they're selling a 20-pound bag of dog food, and who knows, they might have used a bazillion coupons or something like that, and now they're making some money off of it. But how do you know how it was stored? How do you know it wasn't stored in their garage, which is 100 degrees during the summer, and there's maybe little bugs inside there that are almost microscopic that you cannot see? You don't know.
Yeah, your pet is worth the extra cost of just getting something that you can trust.
Absolutely. And what do you think about delivery subscription services for your fur kids?
I love the subscription options that are available now. I think they're on most of the websites these days. You can go and there's some benefits they offer you for choosing to sign up on a subscription basis. Usually you can get a discount anywhere from 5% off the products up to 20%. They're going to give you free shipping if you hit a certain dollar amount. And that's just the benefits from the website. So there's also benefits beyond just shopping online. We talked about some of those benefits, but when you sign up for a subscription, you get to choose how often you receive a product. Most of the sites make it very easy to change that amount of time. If you learn you can go a little bit longer or you need it sooner. But really, it's the worst feeling when you go to change the litter box or you go to pour out some food for your pets and you realize that you've run out. So you're either dropping everything to run to the store, or maybe you can't, and now you're really worrying about your pet and if they're suffering until you have a chance to get to the store. So for me, the main benefit of AutoShip is that you're always on top of keeping your pet products stocked and making sure that you're being the best pet parent that you can be.
Great tips, great points. And I mean, some of the places out there ship, very quickly, but there's many of us that are in, remote locations or for whatever reason have so much going on that we won't remember to, I got to do this. I got to remember to order. So the auto ship is a great option. Makes it so
really
easy.
Is.
So let's talk also, I know World's Best is available auto ship on many of the sites, correct?
Yes, that is correct. We are available for auto ship from a number of websites.
Well, since we're talking about auto ship, Nichole, how long do you think, litter is one of those especially that it's hard to gauge how much, food, you might go through a half a can a day or depending on the size. So that might be a little easier to gauge. Litter's a little harder, I think. How often do you think if someone's doing auto ship, they should have litter shipped to their home?
Yeah, so we like to put that right on our bag because we know that is kind of a tricky thing to figure out sometimes, and it's not always, you don't always change your litter, the whole box at the same time. But ours is a little bit more predictable, I think, and really one of our 15-pound bags is going to last one cat 30 days. If you go up to a couple cats, it's going to be more like 20 days. If you have 3 cats, probably only a couple weeks. But one bag, 30 days, that's an easy auto ship option to set up. And if you have more than one, then you just kind of go from there.
Those are great tips. And for everyone listening, I know we touched on this before, and this is a little bit off subject, but I want to bring it up because where I live, it's allergy season, and I'm allergic to so much. I could just feel the change and think what's wrong with me, and then I realize, allergies. How is World's Best cat litter for people with allergies?
This is a great product for people with allergies, and one of the main reasons people might check us out to begin with, it's 99% dust-free. So it's really great for people or for cats that have allergies or, cats. Some of them are prone to respiratory issues. So you're really doing the best thing for both of you when you switch to a litter that's dust-free.
Well, that's a great point. And also, you brought up too, cat, our fur kids, where they're becoming more humanized in our eyes. There are babies and everything. And we're realizing that they do have ailments like we do, such as allergies. So it's very important to... Do you know any of the ways people would, I know you're not a vet, but how would people know if their cat has an allergy?
I think with the cats, you're going to notice they'll kind of sound a little bit stuffed up in their breathing. Cats have very specific sounds. I think you get used to the noises of your cat. And so if you're noticing a little bit of a different kind of purring or breathing where they sound stuffed up, you're also going to notice a little bit more crustiness, I think, in their eyes, their nose. I think it's pretty visible when they're having issues.
Those are great tips. And you brought up some great advice for us and great information on ordering online and on World's Best Cat Litter. But where can people find out more information on World's Best Cat Litter? Because there's a whole bunch of more information that more than you could talk about during our show. Where can people find out more?
Yeah, people can go to worldsbestcatlitter.com, and we have all of our products listed there so they can learn more about each one. You can also find where we're sold online and put in your zip code if you still prefer to go in store, and find where we are near you as well.
Okay, and then lastly, can we get a little hint on when we might be able to find picky cat litter? Because I have a picky cat, so I'm really looking forward to this. When will we see it available?
You are asking at the right time. We are starting to ship Picky Cat now, so it should start to hit shelves in the coming weeks, and just keep an eye out for it.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Nichole, for coming on Cattitude and telling us, we're talking about, great tips for ordering for your furry feline or whatever four-legged creature you have at your home. And also for telling us more about World's Best Cat Litter, which is this wonderful cat litter made with corn. Thank you so much, Nichole.
Thank you.
What a great show. I love when we talk about one of my passions, and that is buying online. I could probably do that all the time. And I love the convenience of ordering for the fur kids online. It makes it so easy. We brought up some great tips to listen. If you want to listen to the show again, there's some great tips out there for you. So as always, thank you, all my feline friends, for listening to Cattitude. We are rocking it at Pet Life Radio. We've been in the #1 spot for this past week, and we've gotten neck and neck with the top show, so I'm so excited. I'd like to thank my furry felines, which is Molly, Charlotte, and Dennis, for always being picky and letting me know what litter they prefer. They do like World's Best. And I would like to thank Zeus and Nikki for letting the cat crew do what they want to do, so everybody all gets along. Thanks to my producer, Mark Winter, for making me and my guests sound great. Now keep listening. We have so many great shows coming up. And any questions, want to share a picture of your fur baby, Michelle at PetLifeRadio.com. And we're also on Instagram. I believe it's Cattitude17. Thanks, and I'm looking forward already to our next show.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.